When I sort of realized that I was doing this residency and with people coming that I don't know what I was doing to work into the space, I was quite scared because it was the first time that I was actually doing my own sculpture along with people that I don't know. I don't know, I relate a lot to the gesture of people, also in terms of expression. I was quite scared in seeing the reaction by looking at me doing the sculpture. I thought it was actually quite amazing to feel the connection and they ask you questions, which I found so interesting because when you do this kind of artwork, or at least for me, it's more something that you do for yourself. So by having someone that you don't know there while you're doing them, maybe something of them, it's inside of this sculpture as well. I mean, for me, interdependence is a continuation of a series, the idea that I have since I started. I used to call it sense of a place. I always relate to myself and my experience eventually, because that's what I know. I come from Florence. For me, the perception that I had when I moved to London was like good and bad at the same time. Despite there are like billions of people, nobody sees each other. Maybe someone is gonna get out of here and feel the connection with me and be like, okay, maybe I can share with someone else. To build a community, but also in terms of emotion, which eventually I feel like nowadays is completely disappeared, no? I usually start by this idea of tenderness. I have this memory of my grandmother, she went through the war. They were very poor. And when I was a kid, despite it was winter or summer, she was like, you need to wear the wool tank top that you wear underneath the clothes. And I used to hate it. She never said, I love you, but that was her way of showing love. It's me putting myself out in the world saying that I have nightmare and that I suffer of insomnia. If I'm able to share my nightmare with someone and eventually, like you touch someone emotionally speaking, that creates joy or relates to a painful moment, you have a connection with someone. You are able to give something to people. For me to find that connection, emotionally speaking, like with the viewer, not knowing you, I don't want them to go after seeing this away and think, oh gosh, I'm sad. I want them to feel like, literally, the idea of tenderness. So you feel connected with something, spend a moment with the pain, and it's nice. You use fashion as a tool to express a concept. I already have in mind the identities of the people that I want to portray. So the styling comes in, but it is and it's not at the same time the primary element. For me, they're completely the embrace of tenderness. A lot of people that I spoke with, they say they are very rough. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you never see who you actually are. For me, these are the weaknesses that I see in myself. By sharing, as I said, like a struggle that you might have, by sharing it already with someone, you're sort of accepting it. We all have a relationship with our body because eventually we are stuck with it. Of course, the relationship that I have with my body and the way that I perceive myself is personal. It's not that I want to share, I have these or I think these. It's more about opening a door, really. These little puppets or sculpture, you want to call them, is the outcome of me accepting me for me. If you feel uncomfortable in looking at these, you should start to think, why do I feel uncomfortable?